¿Listo? Okay. How are you guys? How was your game of bowling?
We're in the middle of it, still going.
You're still
But we have to do this interview, so
Okay, okay. Well, I'll try to be sure. I'll try to be sure. Last week you played the O2 in London. That was like your biggest show to date, alone show. How did you felt after the show?
felt amazing after the show. It was a bit scary, but when we walked on stage, but like a couple of songs in, it's just like we just started to really enjoy it. I mean, I think it's the whole point of something like that. It's like you gotta make sure you enjoy it because it may never happen again. Do you know what I mean? So.
Is it different preparing for such a large show than instead of preparing, I don't know, like to a smaller show than in a club or a theater?
I think you should try and not make it different.
Okay.
Try and approach it all in the same way with the same like mindset. You know?
One of the things that made it different, I think, is when you play a show in your hometown. You know, if you haven't done it for a long time, you kind of feel a lot of pressure because you have a lot of, you know, your friends and your family and stuff that you want to play to, and it gives it a totally different feeling. But yeah, it was good.
You have a really big show coming also in July, opening for the Rolling Stones. How are you feeling about that?
Rolling Stones.
I actually think you lost an Enemy Award to them by Best Live Band or something like that.
No, there's beef between us.
Yeah, it's a beef between you and the Rolling Stones.
No, we're really excited. I mean, they're like the greatest rock and roll band of all time, really, and like it feels almost historic. It would be amazing to play with them, like, you know, Stade de France or in Rio Beach or something, but to play with them in Hyde Park is just that bit more special. It's like, I don't know.
I was watching the recent documentary Crossfire Hurricane on the plane on the way over yesterday, and they had footage of them playing Hyde Park in 1969.
Yeah.
And I got, you know, sort of the hairs on the back of my neck stood up just thinking that it was going to be, you know, we were going to be part of something so historic as the sort of recreation of that.
They haven't played there since 1969. They haven't really played that many concerts like that in such a long time, and it's just really special. And so I can't wait.
It's gonna be an amazing show. And well, this album is called The Vaccines Come of Age. It's like a very difficult time in the life of every person. How did you dealt with this change, and how do you feel after you experienced this phase, the coming of age, so to speak?
I don't know. It was. I mean, it didn't. We didn't start off to write an album about that, you know, particular period or whatever. We just kind of wrote about what we felt at the time, and it just kind of so happened that there was like a running kind of a thread there, an invisible thread between all joining all those songs, and you know that we felt maybe it spoke to people who are going through that kind of thing. But I mean, I don't know, and also even wondering if that is a phase or if it's just, you know, a state of, you know, it's like just being a human, constantly, you know, sort of searching for something and looking forwards and stuff. So I don't know where we go next, but yeah.
I think like making an album is a very cathartic experience.
Okay.
You know, it's almost like getting something off your chest. So I guess that's how you deal with it. It's like talking to a friend about it in a way, kind of thing. You make a record about it.
Okay. And well, during this phase, during the preparation of this album, did you have like a specific book, movie, or soundtrack that you?
I mean, the first album was very much a period of like bookmarked influence, listening to certain bands, reading certain books, like being to certain things. And this record was really more about like turning that inward, looking for like the indelible qualities of the music you like, and not saying I wanted this to sound like this bit from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was very much like an inward searching record.
The cover of the album has teenage girls as yourselves. Who came up with that idea, or why did you chose to do that?
That was Justin's idea, I think.
I think it was like an idea that evolved, right?
I can't really remember where it started.
I think it came from that we wanted to use like images of like, we thought they were really striking if you had images of like young boys, like gang kids, like smoking cigarettes and like denim. So we thought it was a really iconic, cool image. But then we realised, you know, U2 and a lot of bands had used that imagery. So then we thought tomboys, and then I guess the idea came to form a band. You know, have like not alter egos, but have each one of these represent us. You know, and I guess it ties in with the whole teenage icon thing. Is that we felt that they actually, that we made them look like a cooler band than we look like. You know what I mean?
What do you plan after your long tour in October? Do you already work? Are you already working on a new album?
We just worked on some new material in LA, so we're playing like a new song tonight. That like people are gonna hear new music soon, like really soon, I think. But we're planning a break, like a holiday, you know.
You deserve one.
I know we love each other, and you know we're like brothers. But it's been 3 years on the road together, and I think the best thing for the band would be for us just to kind of take a little bit of time apart, and then come back hopefully stronger and make like a better record than the first two.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and have a great show tonight. Thank you.